Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming State Senator Kevin Parker.
Thank you, Lena. I'm State Senator Kevin Parker. I represent the 21st District in Brooklyn, which is Flatbush and East Flatbush, Midwood, Ditmas Park, Windsor Terrace, and Park Slope. And I really appreciate Lena, and it was a very generous introduction. I am glad that she kept it short. About 2 weeks ago, I was speaking at Explorer Charter School in Brooklyn, and they introduced me, and they said I used to work for the city council, and I used to work for the governor, and I used to work for Hillary Clinton, and used to work for the state controller. And a kid stood up and said, "What's the matter, mister? You can't keep a job?" So sometimes what we see as experience, others see as instability. But I'm really happy to be here and an opportunity to speak in front of you. One of the things I just mentioned is I used to work for a gentleman who's still here in Albany. His name is H. Carl McCall. He is currently the chairman of the State University of New York system. Marvelous public servant, someone who's done a great deal of work. He was a former head of the old Board of Education, and I worked for him when he was a state controller. And Carl McCall is fond of saying that education is not just a key to open up the door to opportunity, but it's a sledgehammer to knock that door down. There is literally nothing more important that we do here in the state of New York than to fund public education. And so I stand here united with you in the movement to educate our children, because we know here during the week of Dr. King's birthday that education is the best opportunity to see the dreams of our children and of our families and of our communities really realized. And so my message to you is charter schools are public schools. We need to fund public schools. We need to make sure they have all the resources that they are supposed to have, including space. And we understand that space is at a premium, especially in places like Brooklyn where I live and many of you live. But we have to, in fact, make this a priority. Understand this, as we go through the budget is not a priority, not a document of numbers, it's a document of values and priorities. And my priority is education. My priority is the education of everyone here and our children. And so I stand here again during the week of King's birthday to say that this needs not just be a dream, that this in fact is really the fight for justice that Dr. King stood for. That we stand united to make sure that every single child in the state of New York gets a sound basic education, and that they get that education in a space that is suitable for their learning. And so I thank you for coming up here. I tell people all the time, if you come to Albany, you might not get what you asked for. But if you don't come, you're definitely not getting it. So thank you for coming. I look forward to our work together. God bless.